my family. And at the time, that was like a sense of belonging. I felt like it was love with them. And that's what made me join the Crip gang. Now, when I moved up here in Cleveland, in 83, hold on, let me get this right. I moved up here in Cleveland in 83. I started the Crips here in Cleveland. And when I started the Crip gang here in Cleveland, I was a Crip ever since from 1978 all the way till I went in active in 1991. Now during the time when I was staying up here, my mother was doing the best that she could to raise me. She was a single mother. My father died on a motorcycle, and she did the best she can to raise me. The only problem is, during the time that I was abused and everything, they also made me fight in dog blood and things like that. I'm a 7-year Taekwondo champ as well. So what you see in mixed martial arts is things that they had us doing as kids. And you know, that type of abuse, that type of mental abuse by somebody that you felt that loved you, you know, it always been to the point where I always took responsibility for what somebody else had done to me. And what had happened is that when I moved up here, you know, I used to disrespect my mother a lot because it was just a short few of women up here trying to raise me. And I was very angry. I didn't understand why I was angry. So some of the things that we can talk about, like what is a gang, why do people join gangs, and what, you know, types of people join gangs, and what do gang members look like, and things like that. Well, we can talk about people like who I used to be, for instance. So, let's talk about what is a gang. What is a gang? A gang, what the state says, is 3 or more that participate in criminal activity is a gang. They don't understand because they really don't know how to identify a gang. A gang is people that structure. What you have today is groups, not gangs. You have groups. With us, it was structure. I was an OG, and OG is considered original gangster. And what that means is that nothing goes on with my crew unless I say it goes. You understand? That's the difference between a gang and a group. What you have is many kids that's involved in juvenile delinquent behavior. These children today are looking for a sense of belonging. It's no different than sorority, fraternities, and motorcycle clubs and things like that. It's all somewhat of the same thing. Our children gravitate to what they feel is popular. You understand? Popularity. Now, many of us as adults, they feel kind of disconnected from us. And the reason why they feel disconnected to us is because we don't connect with them. Now, one of the things that bothers me is when we as adults say we need to talk to our children and find out what our children want. I disagree with that. We once upon a time was children. And once upon a time, while we was children, we should know what they want. They never was adults. So if we as adults can't guide our children to the Super Bowl, then there's something wrong with us. So as a result of that, of us not leading our children properly, as parents, as people in the community, our children build their own community. You understand? They go, they tag the walls, and they click up. Because the household is disconnected. I always say, if the man don't know his role, the woman don't know her role, therefore the child would never know their role. The child must have structure, must understand about discipline. If you do not raise your child, I'm going to raise your child. Therefore, when you have children that's out in the community and you do not know where your child is at, there's somebody out there looking to recruit your child. Each one of those kids is a money pit, especially little girls. Let's talk about human trafficking. Many of these little girls is developed today. There's predators riding around, and many people don't know or care about where their little girls is at. So what happens is that predator come up and say, hey, I'm gonna get your hair done. I'm gonna get you some money. I'm gonna get your nails done. That sounds real popular to what that little girl wants. So what happens is that she gravitates around there because as a man, we got majority males out here. We got majority females out here that do not understand how important it is to keep family together. Everybody believes into separation. Therefore, the child do not have no structure and balance. Let's take, for instance, some of the things that I have seen being and working in different school districts. I have seen parents come up to schools and completely curse teachers out. Let me have you understand something. I'm going to make this clear, and I'm going to make this a bold statement. Because some people right now is hating what I'm saying right now. They hate the truth. Yeah, I'm talking about some of you. You come into school, the people that's educating your child is not going to be this child's enemy. The people in the school is trying to get your child to the Super Bowl, if that makes sense. You send your child to be educated, that's their job. They're here to educate your child. Now, if you're not doing your job, then what happens is your child cuts school, leaves school, go out, run into a predator, whether it's a sexual predator, whether it's an older person, give your child a package, some weed, some cocaine, some guns, and they become runners. The reason why I'm looking and I flip my life around, because I lost all my family. My family is dead to today. It means a lot. It means the world to me to do this work that I do. I was an angel of destruction for a long time. Now I'm an angel of change.